Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am making hot water cornbread. This is a really traditional southern dish and I'm happy to share it with you today. So first I took about a half a cup of yellow cornmeal with a pinch of salt, and I'm just going to mix that all together. You don't need too much salt here because you definitely don't want your cornmeal or your cornbread to taste very salty. You can also add sugar if you like, but when I make my cornbread, I prefer it to be a little more on the tart side than the sweet side. So you see now I'm just adding some boiling water to my cornmeal mixture, and I'm just going to mix that. The goal is to get a dough that looks a little bit like Play-Doh. So the key to this is just to add a little bit of water at a time and just keep on mixing it. With this part, you definitely want to be careful because you're putting this boiling hot water into your mixture. Do not burn yourself. I know there are some people who you kind of lose sensation in your fingers. Sometimes it's difficult to know if something is too hot or too cold. So definitely be careful when making hot water cornbread so that you do not burn yourself. So I'm just showing you what the mixture looks like, and I can tell that it still needs a little bit more water. So just going to keep adding that boiling water and continue to stir. So I noticed that I added a little bit too much water, so I'm just going to add a little bit more cornmeal to get that mixture the consistency that I would like. Just continue to mix that, and once I get that consistency I like, it'll be ready to form into little cornbread patties and to put in a little bit of oil for cooking. So now I am showing you I have the dough the consistency that I like. It is nice, it is round, it's firm, it's not too thin, not too thick, and it's not too hot for me to pick up. So I'm just going to kind of mold it into a little bit of a ball, and it definitely is ready for cooking. Voila! So now I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil to my skillet, and with this part you really don't need too much oil because remember, you've added boiling hot water to the cornmeal. So the boiling hot water has pretty much cooked the cornmeal for you. For me, the goal is to just make the cornbread a little bit crispy, a little bit brown. So I'm just going to turn my heat down a little bit just so it's not too high. So about medium heat is how I'm going to cook my cornbread. So I'm just going to form my little cornbread patties. I like to just roll mine into a little ball, then flatten it out. That's how I get a nice shape. And then after I flatten it out, I just put it into the oil and let it cook. And I'm just going to continue to do that. I just, break off little pieces. I just kind of go ahead and roll it into a little ball, and then I just mash it into that cornbread patty that I'm going to be cooking. So you can see here, it looks like the patty is sticking a little bit to my hands. So what you're going to see me do next is going to be a little remedy for that. I'm just going to get a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to put that on my hands. Just moisturize your hands so that the cornmeal doesn't stick next time. So I'm just going to grab that next little piece, and you can see this one will be much easier for me. It's not going to stick to my hands because I put just a little bit of oil. So that's a little trick that you can use if you feel like your patties are sticking to your hands. And we're just going to put it in the oil and just let it cook. So with cooking your cornbread, it really doesn't take that long. I would say it depends on what you're looking for. I like my cornbread to be a little bit golden, brown, as you can see when I'm flipping that. That's the color I'm looking for. I don't like cornbread that's too light. I like it to be that little bit of a golden brown color, nice and crispy. So I tend to cook my cornbread about, let's say, 4 to 5 minutes per side, so I can get that nice crispy cornbread that I like. Okay, so the cornbread is all done, so I'm just going to take it out of the skillet and set it on a paper towel so that I can drain the excess oil, and I can just let it cool down a little bit. This is the finished product. I hope you all try it out. If you do, let me know if you like it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.